Join me as I dive into the life of Grace Hopper and try to uncover the fascinating story of her groundbreaking achievements. Grace Hopper was a pioneering computer scientist and a rear admiral in the U.S. Navy. She made significant contributions to technology that still impact our lives today. In the early days of computer programming, it was a daunting task to write code. Programmers had to use machine language, which was a series of ones and zeros that computers could understand. It was a time-consuming and error-prone process. Grace Hopper's work aimed to simplify programming languages and make technology more accessible to people. She believed that computers should be easy to use, and that programming should be a cinch. The problem was that computers were huge, temperamental machines that took up entire rooms. They were prone to breaking down, and debugging was a nightmare. Hopper wanted to create a programming language that would allow people to write code quickly and efficiently. She envisioned a language that would be easy to learn and use, regardless of the type of computer. Imagine having to write code in machine language, where a single mistake could cause the entire program to crash. It was a frustrating experience, to say the least. Hopper's goal was to create a language that would be more user-friendly, and that would free programmers from the tedious task of writing code in machine language. In the 1950s, Hopper began working on a new programming language that would eventually become COBOL. It was a game-changer in the world of computer programming. COBOL was the first high-level programming language, which means it was easier to read and write than machine language. It was also the first language that wasn't specific to a particular type of computer. Grace Hopper's legacy extends far beyond her work on COBOL. She was a pioneer for women in technology, and she encouraged women to pursue careers in computer science. She was a mentor, a teacher, and a role model for many young women who were interested in technology. Hopper's work helped to pave the way for future generations of women in tech. Hopper's contributions to computer science didn't stop at COBOL. She was a visionary who saw the potential for computers to change the world. She worked tirelessly to promote the use of computers in business and education, and she was a strong advocate for STEM education. One of the most fascinating stories about Hopper is how she popularized the term debugging. It's a term that we use today to describe the process of finding and fixing errors in code. But Hopper's story goes back to the 1940s, when she was working on a computer that had malfunctioned. She and her team were trying to figure out what was wrong, and they finally discovered that a moth had gotten stuck in one of the relays. They removed the moth, and the computer started working again. Hopper called it a bug, and the term debugging was born. Hopper's innovative approach to problem-solving was legendary. She was known for her creativity and her ability to think outside the box. She was a true pioneer, and her work continues to inspire us today. In the years following World War II, computers were huge machines that took up entire rooms. They were prone to breaking down, and debugging was a nightmare. Hopper's work on COBOL and her efforts to simplify programming languages made it possible for computers to become smaller, faster, and more powerful. Hopper's legacy extends far beyond her work on COBOL. She was a trailblazer who paved the way for future generations of computer scientists. She was a true pioneer, and her contributions to computer science are still felt today. Hopper's work had a profound impact on the tech industry. She helped to make computers more accessible to people, and she paved the way for the development of modern programming languages. Her legacy is a testament to the power of innovation and determination. Grace Hopper's legacy is a reminder that the work we do today has the potential to change the world tomorrow. She was a true pioneer, and her contributions to computer science. The U.S. Navy Arleigh Burke-class guided missile destroyer USS Hopper was named for her, as was the Cray XE-6 Hopper supercomputer at NERSC, and the NVIDIA GPU architecture, Hopper. Grace Hopper continued to inspire us today. If you'd like to share your thoughts on Grace Hopper, please leave a comment below. And if you want to learn more about influential figures in technology, be sure to check out my other videos. You are invited to subscribe to Camaraderie Health Agency YouTube channel or go to www.camaraderiehealthagency.com or call 224-433-5754.